What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I do hope everybody that lives here in Orlando, Central Florida, just Florida in general, I hope you guys are recovering well. It was one of the worst storms I've seen here in Central Florida in the past 20 years. So it's been, it was a pretty rough couple of weeks, but hopefully everybody's continuing to improve and move forward and things are, hopefully getting better for you. With that said, because of these last crazy few weeks, I was thinking of like, what video should we make? What place should I go and visit? I really want some comfort food. I really want something that's definitely not good for you. I want something like almost like junk food. So I was thinking like, what place should we go to that covers all of these metrics? And the one place that came to mind is a place I've been wanting to go for quite a while. They've been around, I think, for a couple of years now, but they were a huge boom when they opened, and it is called Kbob, and it is a Korean street food little restaurant. And the way the inside, the art on the walls, everything's super decorated with a bunch of hand-drawn things. I recently found out that it was actually the owner that took their time to put all of these designs up on the wall. It's like a whole bunch of doodles. It looks really interesting, and the food honestly looks phenomenal. I don't know the authenticity. It doesn't matter. I just want to go to a place to have some really good food, and this is the place that I chose. So enough talking. We're gonna go ahead and check out this amazing Korean street food restaurant and see how this place is. I'll see you guys there. We are here, we made it. I am really excited. The music's really, really loud. I'm hoping you guys can actually hear me, but we ordered quite a few items. This place is really, truly unique on the art style, and the inside is made by the owner, Giovanni, or the drawing's made by the owner, Giovanni Harris, which is awesome. I mean, to be able to draw everything the way that they did, for it to be like aesthetically pleasing, it's really impressive. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and just get started. We're gonna go ahead and dig in. All right, so first things first, we did get some corn cheese. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, guys, so this is it right here. There's a lot of cheese. I want to start digging into this before it melts, before it cools down, although it's cooled down quite a bit. And unfortunately, some of the cheese has hardened just a bit. I'm gonna try to mix it up a little bit. It is a little bit milky, and I kind of wish it was more corn. I feel like there's a lot of milk or cream in there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mix this around and see if we can get some. I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't look appealing to me right now, but I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more since it's still hot and see if I can get it creamy again, and we'll try it out. All right, guys, here we go. It's all right. Unfortunately, the milk or whatever was put in there, maybe it's most likely like mayonnaise or something like that. The cheese is nice and melted, but it's not melted enough to kind of mix in everything together. The corn itself, nice and sweet, super crunchy. There's a bit of a snap to it. But to be honest with you, flavor-wise, it's not that great. And while we're waiting for the rest of our items, we're gonna go ahead and try their boba tea. This is their taro boba tea with tapioca boba balls. Let's try this out. I'm gonna mix it up. There's a lot of milk in there, unfortunately. So it's a little bland in flavor for me. Like I said, the corn cheese was pretty good, but I feel like there's a lot of milk in there and just not enough like cheese for the corn cheese to like really mix in together. This one's also a little bit bland, so honestly, we're getting started to a pretty rough start. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, hopefully with the rest of the food that comes out. I mean, it looks and smells delicious. We'll go ahead and try it out when it comes out, so I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, guys, awesome. So the next items are out. The next one's gonna be their pork belly ramen. We're gonna go ahead and try this real quick. This is my wife's, but you guys gotta take a look at this. All right, guys, so they have pork belly, you have the mushrooms in there, you have the nice charred pieces of the pork belly. Let's go ahead and try a little bit of the broth out and see how it is. You have some black sesame seeds in there. You have these beautifully cooked seasoned eggs. I'm gonna try that, but let's try the broth, see how this is. All right, guys, here we go. Wow, so the ramen broth itself is really acidic. It almost feels like it's kimchi broth because of the taste. We're gonna go ahead and just get a little bit of the ramen from the bottom here. We're gonna go ahead and just try this out. See here, some of the mushrooms. Okay, they have a little bit of snap in there, but I feel like they were topped off. Maybe they should have put them down and then kind of put the hot broth over. I'm gonna try some of the ramen noodles themselves. So the ramen noodles, spot on. They have a lot of elasticity to them, cooked al dente. Try a little piece of this burnt pork belly here. There's a good amount of fat in there. There's a good amount of char as well. It's plentiful, the amount of ramen in here. Actually on the bottom, you have a little bit of the carrots. Let's go ahead and just try one of these out and see how it is. I love the fact that the inside is nice, golden, and melted. Let's try this out. I love ramen eggs that are nice and runny. Nice and salty, a lot of umami flavor. I feel like I'm being a little rough with this restaurant. That's because I had my expectations pretty high. The flavors are okay, it's pretty good. Like I said, the broth itself tastes like kimchi broth, but I think this bowl right here was like 16, 17 bucks, which is really pricey for what you can get in some really nice, authentic ramen restaurants. So maybe I would stay away from the ramen from here and kind of focus on the other things. But the next thing we're gonna dig into is gonna be the wing. So we do have all the items out, but I just wanna focus on the ones we have in front of us here. This right here is the bulgogi wings. There's multiple flavors. They have like a gochujang hot. They have like your typical flavors, but this one right here is gonna be their butter, Korean butter wings. I can't wait, we're gonna try them out. You have black sesame seeds, regular sesame seeds, and it's topped off with a little bit of garnish of green onion. So let's go ahead and just try this baby out and see how it is. Here we go, guys. Very buttery. Outside is nice and crispy despite it being doused in sauce. Get a little bit of nuttiness from the sesame seeds. It's cooked perfectly. The inside is nice and juicy. The butter, it's literally just a little bit of semi-sweet butter. It's really, really good. It adds a lot of flavor to it. I love Korean wings, man. All right, guys, awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and try the next item, which is another thing that they're known for here. It's gonna be the Korean dogs. All their Korean dogs have half hot dog, half cheese. I wanna try it before the cheese goes ahead and hardens up. I wanna take advantage of while it's melted. So it has been like 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and try this out. So they have a couple of different like flavors of the Korean dogs. Like they have like, I believe, a Fruit Loops flavor. They have the original, which is this one, which is interesting because even though it's topped with all these savory sauces, it's actually covered in sugar itself, the corn dog. They have the crispy potato one, which unfortunately they were sold out of. But enough talking, let's go ahead and try this out. It has a little bit of, you know, spicy mayo, you have some mustard, you have a little bit of ketchup. Let's try it out and see how it is. All right, guys, here we go. Believe it or not, it's a little bit of an explosion of flavor, but it all goes together really, really well. Especially that acidity of the mustard kind of cuts through the sweetness, and then you have the creaminess of the mayo. I'm gonna take a bite of the bottom here. Now you get all those flavors and you combine it with the meatiness of the hot dog that's at the bottom there. It's pretty good, it's not bad. Okay, so next thing that we're gonna try out is their bulgogi fries. This is another item that I've been dying to try out. Take a look at this. This right here is what it looks like here. I do like the fact that it is topped off with like some corn cheese. This is the way that I thought the corn cheese would be on the other one. You have nice big pieces of bulgogi, and then you have all the crispy fries on the bottom. But oh, look at that. Let's go ahead and just try this baby out and see how it is. Okay, so here we go. Bulgogi's nice and sweet. Unfortunately, the fries in the middle are really soggy, which is expected because I didn't have them right away. Oh man, bulgogi is nice and charred. You have beautiful dark brown pieces here. You get the sweetness and snap from the corn, and then you get that deliciousness of the fries, along with the creaminess of the sweetness of the sauces. Even though it's a little soggy, I mean, this is a nice bite, not bad. I will say, I kind of wish the portion of the fries was bigger because I'm already almost done with the fries of this. Everything else is just meat and corn. Still, pretty good flavor. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try the next thing, the Wagyu burger. I didn't even know they had this. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and check this out. So you have very slightly battered fries. All their fries here seem to be slightly battered. Pretty good flavor. Honestly, it doesn't amaze me, but we're gonna go ahead and check this out. You guys gotta take a look at this burger. We're gonna go ahead and check out the inside of it. You have some potato sticks, you have a fried egg, you have a Wagyu burger that's covered in some nice, delicious charred cheese. You have tomatoes, lettuce. We're gonna go ahead and try this all out and see how it is. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. This is a big, big bite. There's some ham in here too, some bacon, I mean. Oh man. Now this might have been my fault. They didn't ask me about how I wanted my burger cooked. Typically I like my burger medium, but the flavors of this are pretty good, goes together really well. The bacon's thick cut, so it's nice, has a lot of protein in it. I will say the meat itself is a little dry, but not bad. I'm gonna take one more bite here. So the egg itself is well done. The meat is also well done, unfortunately. But there's a lot of sauce here, so it's not gonna be like too crazy. There's a lot going on in this burger. Believe it or not, the biggest thing that gives me flavor isn't the meat or the bacon. I taste mostly the lettuce and the tomatoes. Not bad, and considering this is like 11 bucks, I mean, considering how everything else is priced, it's not bad at all. I I do enjoy it. I just kind of wish I would have had the meat cooked at a medium, but again, that might be my fault because I didn't mention anything. All right, guys, so the next thing we're gonna go ahead and dig into, I was looking forward to the wings the most, but this is their most popular dish here, and it's their bowls. Like, literally, that's like the first part of their menu. And right now, we're about to have their bulgogi bowls. So you guys gotta check this out. So I will say, out of everything, this is like pretty nicely sized, in my opinion. You have some rice, you have edamame, you have sauces, you have a beautiful sunny side up egg, you have some charred bulgogi pieces, you have carrots, you have sesame seeds, black and white sesame seeds. I mean, let's go ahead and dig into this. I'm sure I missed a couple of things, but I am dying to try this out. Let's get these chopsticks that I put on the side here. And we're gonna just go ahead and see if we can get into this bottom part here and just get ourselves a little bit of rice. But let's go ahead and try that. It's hard to look through the camera and try to do this, but let's go ahead and just try this out here. Out of everything we've had, this honestly has been the best thing on our table, to be honest. The bulgogi, nice and charged. You have this beautiful charged pieces, a little bit sweet. Believe it or not, the carrots and the rice, really refreshing. Because of that sauce, a little bit of the bulgogi and the cabbage, and just kind of dip it into that egg real quick. Yeah, it all goes together really, really well. This is by far the best thing we've had today. All right, guys, the next one here, this was actually nice. Full disclosure, this was given to me for free to try it out. This is their dragon fruit lemonade. Oh, that's good. I was actually really, really thirsty. I don't think I'm supposed to drink it with this. It feels like a lot of it's coming in at once, but there is a sipping thing. I just didn't notice it until it was too late. But I would highly recommend this. This is really good. All right, guys, awesome. So we basically finished everything I purchased. I was gonna end the video, but the owner came out and kind of said hi to me. Again, full disclosure, he recommended, and he thought it was strange that I didn't get any of their pancakes. Apparently they have some really delicious pancakes here. And there's one that's like a chicken sandwich and another one, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make it for you. You can take it home if you want, but I'm gonna bring it out so you guys can try it. So once that food's out, I'll check you guys in. All right, guys, we have the first one here. I can't pronounce the name and I apologize, but this right here is a Korean pancake. It's full of Oreos and Nutella. It smells amazing and it was freshly made. Let's go ahead and check this out. I mean, this smells really, really freaking good. It has like chunks of Oreos inside of it. And then it has the Nutella. It's nice and soft, almost fluffy, but it's also very crispy on the outside. Let's go ahead and just try this out. All right, here we go, guys. This is kind of cool looking. I'm gonna try a little bite because I am just stuffed. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised. I was genuinely expecting a sweetness overload, but the nice crisp from the outside, that soft, delicious little pancake that's honestly just holding everything together. You have this nice crunchy pieces of the Oreos and the creaminess of the Nutella, which in my opinion, I have no idea how the Nutella is not melted because this thing is burning my hand right now. But that is actually phenomenal. I'm not even kidding. It smells kind of like the churro dough. I'm actually really happy he made this because I wouldn't have tried it and I wouldn't have known. I really highly suggest this. It is very calorific intense, so just keep that in mind. They're not very big, but I guarantee this has like 500, 600 calories in it, if not more. But this is delicious. I'm gonna get my wife to try some because I honestly think she's really gonna like it. But the crazy part is, like I mentioned before, it's the textures. That crunch from the Oreo adds so much oomph to the bite. I'm sorry, I'm really impressed with that in specific. All right, guys, awesome. So we got the last item, guys. I am struggling over here. There's way more food than I signed up for, but this is the next one here. Same pancake, same crispy outside, but the inside, you have this delicious, crispy, freshly made chicken cutlet with some ranch, I think. Check this out. As you guys can see, it's nice and creamy. The outside's nice and crispy. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of pick this up like we did the other one. Oh, this one's fluffier than the other one. Oh, and this one's bigger than the other one too. Let's go ahead and just try one bite, that's it, and see how good this is. Here we go. This side's nice and soft and fluffy. This side's nice and crispy. So I really do like that. Let's try it out. So this one here is nice, sweet, and savory. Check this out real quick. So I think the biggest thing, I feel like, and hopefully I don't get, hunted down for this, but this generally feels like a Korean chicken and waffles. So the outside is a pancake, it's nice and sweet. The inside you have pickles. You have that crispy chicken cutlet. It looks like it's all white meat. It doesn't look like it's a thigh. And then you have like the sauce on the top. In all honesty, pretty good. Honestly, did not blow me away like this one did. This is phenomenal. It's a great way to end it with everything so rich and flavorful. But this right here, pretty good as well. But I don't know if I would order this myself. I'm not really a big fan of chicken and waffles. But if you're somebody who likes sweetness a little bit of bitterness from the cucumber, I'm sorry, a little bit of bitterness from the pickles, as well as the sweetness from the outside of the pancake, and the crispiness and deliciousness of the meatiness of this chicken, then you might like this. But for me, it's good, it's just not my thing. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed Kbob. I mean, there's a lot of different experiences, a lot of different meals that you can have here. Honestly, I would say it's definitely a visit for you guys to come and check it out, just because the atmosphere is so unique. Service was absolutely phenomenal. I already did tell the owner about this. I just felt like this was kind of like an unfortunate beginning, because this ended up tasting like too much milk and not enough of the taro flavor. I could have gotten unlucky with my drink, because keep in mind, this, absolutely phenomenal. The freshness that you get, nice fresh lemonade, you have that dragon fruit flavor. It is collecting here in the bottom. I'm pretty sure it's just dragon fruit syrup. Regardless though, my wife has given me the Starbucks ones before, and I've tasted those, and this is like 10 times better than those. And also for the burger, I did mention that it was good, but the meat was dry. But again, I don't know if it's a thing. If you can go ahead and order your term of meat, like if you can say medium, I guarantee this is the bomb of a dish. Unfortunately, I only took the 2 bites, and I had so much other stuff that I kind of left it to the side. My wife's definitely gonna finish this later. But I think if the burgers would have given to me medium instead of like well done, 1,000 times better, because it is Wagyu beef. The fries are nice and crispy because they're very slightly battered. The bowls themselves, a little pricey, but honestly, if you mix them well before you start eating it like I did, so good. You have so many different flavors coming together. This is the only thing that even after it all, there's other places, but if you really are craving ramen when you come here, it's not bad at all by any means. I personally enjoyed it, but I have had better, especially for the price. But that's just my personal opinion. With that said, like I mentioned before, I would suggest taking a moment to come visit this place. Like I said, it's a very unique atmosphere. I think it's really cool that the owner drew all this on the walls. When you get close to it, you could see that it's all like brushed down, and you can see some of the paint on the wall, especially like dripping down from when he painted. It's really impressive, guys. But with that said, yes, I would suggest you guys coming to visit this place. Not bad at all. Definitely another add-on to your list, especially for the bowls, and especially for those wings, and especially for this, because I haven't seen this anywhere else in Orlando. This is the only place in my knowledge that does it. So with that said, I kind of rambled on at the end there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Hit that notification bell so you know when the future videos come out. And hit that like button. It really helps out the channel so I can keep pumping out these videos and keep going to different areas to show you guys if it's worth the visit. With that said, I can never say it enough. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.